Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Dole, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, welcoming you to the first day of Spooktacular October, where I'll review all sorts of scary stuff, movies, TV, video games, whatever, if I want. And it's gonna be a movie review, and today I bring to you, as I was showing in this little mini poster, the original classic, Halloween, The Night He Came Home. Yes, from 1978, originally released by Compass International, released by Falcon International. Now, this came from the DVD from Anchor Bay. It came out in, let's see, this is the 2000 release. And I gotta say, I'm glad I got this. I absolutely love this movie, and this got me to like an horror even more. Even after seeing, well, starring Child's Play, Nightmare on Elm Street, and of course Scream. But this was a horror classic I really wanted to see. And it wasn't until maybe the late 90s when I finally got to see it. Well, believe me, I absolutely love this movie. I just finished watching it again. I watch this maybe 2 or 3 times every year, just in time for Halloween. This is the one that started all. Directed by John Carpenter, produced by Deborah Hill, starring Jamie Lee Curtis in her first film role, along with Nancy Loomis, although I forgot what her actual last name was, but Loomis was the stage name she went under. PJ Soles, who recently appeared in the original Carrie, plus Charles Cyphers, Brian Andrews, and Kyle Richards, who a year before that starred with her kid sister, Kim, in the cult classic The Car, which I'll be reviewing later on this month. But for now, I've decided to start Spooktacular October off with the Halloween franchise. Here we go. Halloween is definitely a good film. Anyway, it starts out in Haddonfield, Illinois in 1963, where we encounter this girl, Judith Myers, who's kind of interested in making love with her sorry, I kind of would call it a beau, but it's boyfriend. My apologies, everyone. Anyway, now take your kid, brother Michael, trick-or-treating. After the boyfriend's gone, puts on this clown mask to go with his costume, and he takes a knife and he kills his sister, Judith. Yeah, very suspenseful. Then 15 years later, first of all, he soon gets caught by his folks when they return home. And then we go to 15 years later when we see Dr. Sam Loomis, who is played by legendary actor Donald Pleasance, who, of course, we've known him from several movies, of course, from Fantastic Voyage to, Escape to Witch Mountain, which featured Kyle Richards' big sister Kim. And, of course, he was also best known for playing Ernst Blofeld in the James Bond flick You Only Live Twice. Now, he and this nurse, Marion, they're heading to the Smiths Grove Sanitarium to get Michael Myers and bring him to a different place. But soon he makes an escape and he's gone off to Haddonfield. Meanwhile, Laurie Strode, that's Jamie Lee Curtis, is about to take care of this kid named Tommy Doyle, and later on, I can tell you that I really think that Andrews actually did a pretty good job on this kid, and well, he's not to throw it. Lori leaving a key. Her dad's wants her to leave at the old Myers place. Says that's a haunted house. These kids at school have been making fun of him. Says the boogeyman's gonna get him. Well, soon, later on, Lori's heading home with her friends Annie and Linda, and I do like the performance we got from all three girls. And Annie's taking care of Lindsay Wallace, while Lori's taking care of Tommy Doyle, which they're just across the street. Unbeknownst to them what's coming to Hanfield, and Loomis is trying to convince them that something terrible's coming. It's like, if you don't, it's your funeral. And soon he meets. Later goes to the cemetery. The caretaker shows up to where Judith Myers was buried. I'm gonna finish this line because I don't want to take the Lord's name in vain. Like the guy says, like when they stop short, it's like one grave's gone. It's like, why do they always do it? Dadgum kids. They do anything for Halloween. And Loomis is like, whose grave is this? And I don't know. He's pointing to the lot numbers 18, 19. Then he stops short, number 20, where they are, Judith Myers. And Loomis is like, the kid, he came home. So apparently, well, Lori's riding along with Annie to their destination. They have a run with her dad, Sheriff Brackett, who is played by Charles Cyphers. I actually liked his performance as well. And after that, they managed to do some babysitting. And, well, soon Annie has a bit of an accident, and, well, and making popcorn and stuff like that. And, well, apparently Michael is caught up and eventually kills the Wallace's dog, Lester, and soon when Annie gets a call from her boyfriend, Paul, who was grounded, decides to go pick him up, but Lindsay wants to stay and watch the movies, so she decides to take her over to the Doyle residence and let her join Lori and Tommy. So, as Annie gets ready to leave, she gets into. She's singing, tries to get a condo, and the keys. When she comes back, the door's unlocked, and soon the windows are like fogged over. The windshield's like fogged over, and soon Michael appears from out of the back seat, slits her, and she falls onto the horn. Yeah. Now, and later on, Linda and her boyfriend Bob show up at the Wallace residence. Nobody's around. They mess around. And after that, it's like, Bob's like, you want to get well, wait, not Bob. No, it's Linda. Oh, sorry, my mistake. She's like, you want a beer? Yeah. It's like, is that all you can say? Yeah. Mom's like, go give me a beer. And it's like, I thought you were going to give me one. It's like, yeah. And then he says this, I'll be right back. Don't get dressed. Oh boy. He gets some stuff and hears sounds, and then it's like, alright, come on out. And then Michael appears out from behind the door that Bob goes out and steps him right there in the chest, I do believe. That was probably one of the best kills. We've seen him go lifeless. His feet move just for a moment once he's lifted up and stabbed. Michael tilts his head. And then soon Michael shows up in a sheet with Bob's glasses, and like, here comes my favorite line. Well, if you're watching the film in widescreen, you'll see Linda's tits, and like, see anything you like? Well, soon she decides to get something on, decides to call Lori, wanting to know where Annie and Paul are, but once Lori answers, Michael strangles Linda with the telephone cord. After that, she's gone. So soon, Tommy and Lindsay are put to sleep, and Lori decides to go investigate. Now, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to stop the vid if you've not seen this. Here's your 5 seconds to stop. Okay, now the ending is absolutely real good, and Lori checks things out, and she can't find much of anything until she goes in the upstairs bedroom. She sees the headstone of Judith Myers, and he's laying around the bed, and soon she's shocked when she checks out another thing in the closet. A dead Bob comes flying around. A cabinet door opens. We see Linda look all cuckoo in the eyes once she's been strangled. She's scared. Michael comes out and slashes right down the arm, and Lori loses her balance and falls off the top and tumbles down the stairs, and Michael's after her. Alright, so gets on the helm, and soon she manages to get back in. Tommy lets her in, and soon she sees the windows bust open. Michael's out, stabs him with a knitting needle. It's like, checks the kids are okay. It's like, it's okay. What about the boogeyman? And Tommy's like, and Lori's like, I killed him. And Tommy's like, you can't kill the boogeyman. The kids are shocked when Michael's back up and going, and Lori hides in another bedroom while the kids lock themselves up in one room, and Lori hides in the closet. Michael makes it in there, and soon Lori undoes a wire hanger and stabs it right there at Michael, and then soon takes his own knife and stabs him. And soon she gets the kids tells them to go down the stairs, out the front door, go to neighbor's house, tell them to call the police, and send them over. Now, I didn't get a chance to get back to what Dr. Loomis does, and he explains to Sheriff Brackett about what's going on. It's like, I met this 6-year-old with this pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes. The devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up, because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. Yeah. Later on, he really gets it to those boys. This one boy named Lonnie's about to go up. I love it when Lewis does this. Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there. That was real good. Makes a grin face. And then, later on, when the kids are rushing out, Loomis is mad and sees what's going on, makes it in, sees, Lori confronting Michael and takes off his mask. We see a bit of his face, and then Loomis locks and loads his gun, and Michael puts his mask back on. One of my favorite moments. Loomis shoots it, and Michael lost his balance, falls off the balcony. And Lori's like, was it the boogeyman? And Loomis is like, as a matter of fact, that was. But soon when he goes to check, Michael's gone. We hear the Great Halloween theme, which Carpenter composes the tunage, which is absolutely good. I love the score to the movie. We hear Michael's heavy breathing. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, Halloween was a great movie. It became a big hit for an independent flick. It went on to have so many sequels. I'll be doing Halloween 2 next. So, what did you think of the original Halloween? Would I suggest you see this? Hell yeah! Tell me what you thought about Halloween, the original, in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my review of Halloween 2 coming up later on. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.